Hey guys. Alright, so a couple days ago my wife and I went to an estate sale, and there were some typewriters that were free. And I got this Selectric, IBM Selectric model, it's a Selectric 1, but it's model 72, which means it uses these felt or cloth ribbons. Extremely hard to find. I found a few online, but they're not necessarily the easiest to find. You'll find more stuff for Selectric 2s, which makes sense because they're generally regarded as a better or more efficient machine. But it's got some issues, so I just wanted to go through them. I'm hoping to restore this thing and kind of take you guys through the journey through this Facebook page. So some of the issues, if you take a look here, I have done a quick test print. And you'll notice over here on the right hand side, I'm getting, let's get that in focus, I'm getting some like bunching up of letters. I'm assuming it doesn't happen on the left hand side, and I'm assuming it's just not been used on the far right. I prefer myself to center a page in a typewriter, where some people will go over to the left margin. This was previously used by a doctor, or at least we think. There were medical textbooks and whatnot at the estate sale. And if you take a look here on the platen, it's got stat written in what I assume is whiteout from the back of a page. Whiteout seems to be kind of a recurring theme. I briefly wiped this off. There was quite a bit of whiteout that I had to take off, but I certainly haven't done a thorough clean. If you look in here, it's pretty gunked up. I'm assuming that's what's causing a little bit of the spacing issues. Possibly some adjustments are needed as well. I'm going through some online manuals. I found some good resources, but it's 30-year-old technology, 40-year-old technology now. Inside was actually included their inspection card, and up here, if I can get like a good shot of that, one of the service dates was from June of '83, which is actually a year before my birthday, a little over a year before I was born. So this has been around for a long, long time. If you're not familiar with the Selectrics, if you're watching this, I assume you are, but if you're not, they're an extremely ingenious machine, really. It's an electric typewriter, but the only electric component is this motor and this switch over here. And the motor and the switch drive an assembly, and then everything else from there is mechanical. The keys press cams, which will adjust the golf ball and press the or strike the appropriate key. And it's a finely precision instrument, and it's really impressive what they were able to do. So here are some of the other issues that I've got or I've noticed. Besides the spacing, if I turn it on, there, okay. So that clicking, I hope you can hear me over top of it, but that clicking, I originally thought was, I'm going to turn it off now. I originally thought it was an issue with the motor clutch or motor shaft. I've seen another video online, I'll link to it, where basically there was a bushing in this clutch. The clutch is, sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. The clutch is right here, and if you notice when I turn it on, the belt won't move until the clutch gets to an appropriate speed. Here we go. So you might see that delay. So there was a bushing in there that the other user had worn away on theirs. But the clicking, if I can get it to make it again, doesn't come from that area. It actually comes from the operational shaft, which is deep and way back in here. It's underneath this like black cover, and I'm not sure how to remove that. I really haven't, tried with it yet, but it's in there pretty good. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to remove some components to get to it. But here, let me give you like a quick sample of what it causes. So you don't hear it now. You probably do hear some general noise. I do hope that, and think it is just from lack of grease and lack of oil. you know, just wear and tear, and I'm guessing this hasn't been really used for many years. But yeah, if you do like a carriage return, it will start, and it really does seem localized from over here. There's a faint wobble on the operational shaft, and I'm not sure if that's what's causing it. But that's definitely going to be like the first thing I'm going to have to investigate when it comes to this. Another thing, the keys all work, but the backspace doesn't. So it cycles, but it just kind of jams up here. And I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to have to do some investigating, but I hope that is something that's also fixable. Really just a lot of dirt and a lot of wear, and you know, it's been sitting, I'm sure, in a closet or garage for God knows how many years. So I'm going to keep working on this. I'm probably going to post some videos as I go. I think the first thing I'm going to have to do is remove the I keep forgetting what it's called. I think it's the cycle, or no, the operational shaft, and then the cycle clutch, which is in there. I do think that's where the noise comes from. I could be wrong. If there's any, you know, Selectric repairmen watching this, please let me know. I found some resources online. I might post links to those, just in case there's anybody else interested in doing something like this. And yeah. Oh, one last thing I'll show you before I go. I'm running out of time, but it took me a while to figure this out, and I'm not sure if anybody else had any similar issues. So, removing the cover, very simple, but it kind of drove me nuts for a good 5 minutes. The easy things are the side latches. So, I'm going to pretend like there's a typewriter inside here. So, you got your typewriter, and I'm typing on keys. No, I'm not. But if you open it up, you'll see in the left-hand side there's these guys here, and you push it there, and you push that one there, and that takes off the top cover, which that was fine and easy and not a problem. But then where I started to go crazy was that this typewriter sat in this bottom, the bottom part of this cover for a while, and I couldn't get it out. And it kept. I read a manual, and it said, you know, release the bottom case attachment lever, and I looked everywhere. I was going absolutely crazy, but it is this little tiny guy right below the bell, and it's this little lever right here, and you just need to pull that forward, and that releases a switch on the bottom, which removes it from the case. So if at the very least just a second. If at the very least I manage to help somebody take the bottom off their Selectric, then mission accomplished. Here's a quick shot of it underneath. You get an idea for, you know, kind of the dirt and the filth that's involved. I apologize for the quality of the video. I'm going to hopefully get an improved camera at some point during this journey so that I can show you, you know, up close and in high def some of the parts involved. But it's a pretty impressive machine. I'm going to one day get, hopefully soon, a Selectric II to actually use as a production typewriter, but this is kind of a little hobby project that I'm going to hopefully get restored soon. So thanks for watching. Check back. Hopefully I'll get another video posted up soon.